What is up, guys? My name is Trell, and we have some breaking news to start this week off with, which overall can't be that good considering the invasion of Ukraine is still going on. But outside of that, guys, hey, things may be a little bit worse for the American people as the price of oil exploded on Sunday, which means more pain at the gas pumps this week. Innocent civilians are still trying to flee the country as Russian troops continue to strike buildings and structures where Ukrainians are afraid to leave for safety. So far, guys, more than 1.5 million refugees have fled Ukraine. And now, as far as some good news goes, hey, there is a potential deal on the table right now with the United States that could provide much needed assistance to the Ukrainians as they continue to plead for NATO's assistance. And then in other news, guys, hey, there was a message from the former president, Donald Trump, and you guys have got to hear what he said. And I must say, I might actually believe it. It's a great idea, to be honest with you. Now, whether the United States will act on his suggestion or not is still questionable. And last but not least, guys, hey, we do have more stimulus relief aid being offered in 3 states. This is going to be used to help low-income families weather through these economic times. There are applications available right now to apply for up to $5,000 in stimulus assistance for low-income families. And I think this program is coming at a really good time. But anyways, guys, hey, just a quick reminder, hey, on this channel, we cover everything from what's going on around the world with the stock market, with the war in Ukraine, as well as multiple daily news stories around the world. So if you're interested in any of these topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Well, guys, I have some sad news to share with you because oil prices surged to the highest level since 2008 in delays because of the Iranian talks right now in regards to the invasion on Ukraine. Now, I just told you guys last week or so about the oil price of the barrel was hitting around $100. But overnight, guys, on Sunday, the barrel hit around $130. This was a huge surge that ended up happening over the weekend. Now, guys, hey, I must say, the gas prices at the pump are going to receive significant increases just this week alone. So if you haven't already, go ahead and fill your car up once again. I'm telling you guys, this thing could get a little bit worse before it ends up getting better. But right now, with the United States as well as other NATO allies are continuing to push the pressure on Vladimir Putin of Russia, hey, things are starting to get a little bit worse for other countries as well because of this stinking war against these innocent people in the Ukraine. But anyways, guys, hey, like I said, the gas prices are expected to increase this week and probably as soon as today. So again, guys, hey, I'm just bringing the news to you. But in some other news, guys, which could be some good news right here because we have been told that the United States as well as Poland are considering a dual deal to give fighter jets or aircraft to the Ukrainians, according to this latest report. Now, the U.S. and Poland are considering a deal that would provide fighter aircraft to Ukraine, and multiple news outlets have reported this information as of late on Saturday. 4 U.S. officials told Politico, which first reported on the discussions, that the two countries are in talks about an arrangement that would see Poland sending some of their used MiG-29 fighter jets over to the Ukraine and in turn receiving some U.S. new warplanes. Now, in a statement, it said that we are working with the Poles on the issue and consulting with the rest of NATO allies, according to a White House spokesperson. We are also working on the capabilities that we could provide to backfill Poland if it decided to transfer some of their planes over to Ukraine. Now, the administration has in no way opposed Poland transferring these planes to Ukraine. Now, a spokesperson indicated that it would be difficult for the United States to transfer some American F-16 planes to Poland. It could take a long time to actually authorize those to be happening. Now, we have seen that the Ukrainian president Zelensky asked members of Congress on Saturday for more airplanes as his country continues to fight Russian troops who invaded more than over a week ago, which I must say that is almost closer to getting around 2 weeks. I believe we are on the 12th day of when this war actually started. Now, President Zelensky also stated that he asked for the establishment of a no-fly zone over Ukraine and for the U.S. to stop buying Russian oil. Well, the U.S. actually fulfilled half of that request from President Zelensky, which we did put a stop on buying Russian oil. However, we did not apply with the no-fly zone because the United States, as well as other NATO allies, believe that if they did implement a no-fly zone over Ukraine, hey, that could start the beginning of World War III with Russia, which could in turn involve China stepping in and working with the Russians. But anyways, guys, hey, I wanted to give that information to you. And right here it says in this article, a different article that says that the White House is weighing a three-way deal in order to give these fighter jets to Ukraine. So again, guys, hey, this could happen sometime this week if they can figure out all the logistics involved with this. Poland has already stated that they are ready to go ahead and send those planes over to Ukraine. Now, the good thing about those used planes from Poland is that the military in Ukraine already is trained on using those particular planes. So they could just receive those planes and go ahead and start using them immediately. Now, in regards to the United States sending over some of our American F-16 planes, the military in Ukraine are not trained to actually operate those. So it is advantageous for Poland to be able to send over their used planes for this particular matter. But I will keep you guys posted as usual. In addition to that, hey, those individuals that live in Russia are now searching for some outside news outlets because they are trying to figure out exactly what is going on with this invasion in Ukraine. Now, we all know that President Putin has been putting out specific propaganda only to the Russian individuals that live in the country, the Russian residents, and they are receiving some different information from what other countries actually know to be true. So this article is talking about Russians are now seeking other information outside of the news that they are receiving on TV, trying to figure out exactly what is going on. And it states right here, a growing number of citizens inside of Russia are turning to independent news reports rather than state-sponsored propaganda for information about the invasion on Ukraine. Now, the trend comes as Russian officials are working to suppress, distort the work of the independent journalists within their own borders and on the ground in Ukraine as they attempt to skew the facts behind the assault and further justify an attack on the neighbor to the west. Now, recent figures tallied by the BBC, one of Europe's largest news providers, show traffic coming from inside of Russia for content about the invasion, which has spiked dramatically, which is a sign of Russian people are looking for alternatives to the state-sponsored programming that has been pumped out by President Putin and his allies. Now, they say it in a statement that is often said truth is the first casualty of war, according to the BBC director. And he also said that in conflict where disinformation and propaganda is rife, there is a clear need for factual and independent news people that they can actually trust. And in a significant development, millions more from Russia are turning to BBC for their information. So this is some good news because the Russians have been brainwashed in regards to why the Russian troops are headed over to Ukraine and fighting and invading on another country. So it's good that the residents of Russia will actually know the truth about exactly what is going on. Now, will that stop President Putin? Hey, we still don't know yet, but it does provide some form of relief going forward, especially if all the Russian residents realize what exactly is going on. Maybe they can all step up and be able to turn over President Putin. But let's just be realistic, guys. Hey, that will probably never happen. We will probably end up going to World War III before all of the Russian residents actually stand up and go against the president of Russia. And then also, guys, we did hear from the president of Ukraine, which is President Zelensky. He said yesterday on Sunday that God will not forgive as Russian shelling continues to increase throughout Ukraine. Now, he said this statement just a week before Lent actually starts, guys. He said instead of forgiveness, there will be judgment, according to the Ukrainian president Zelensky, which he said in another video. He said specifically that Today is Forgiveness Sunday, but we cannot forgive the hundreds upon hundreds of victims, nor the thousands upon thousands who have suffered, according to the latest video from the leader posted on a Telegram account. He said, God will not forgive, not today, not tomorrow, not never. And then he followed that up with this additional information to let the people know about this situation that ended up happening. He said, today, a family of 4 parents and 2 children were killed in Irpin as they were trying to leave the city. We will not forgive. We will not forget. Now, that is the message directly from the President Zelensky, which is continuing to fight off Russian troops that are invading his country. So again, guys, hey, this dire situation is still going on for the 11th day. And President Putin has already stated that everything is still going on as planned, which we can also report that 95% of the Russian troops are now actually in the country of Ukraine. So again, guys, we will continue to pray for that country as well as those civilians out there that are completely helpless right now. And again, guys, we will continue to keep them in our prayers during this economic times. But in other news, guys, hey, we did hear a shocking message from the former President Donald Trump. And I must say, guys, you have got to hear what he said, guys. Now, the former President Donald Trump said that, hey, the United States should put a Chinese flag on an F-22 fighter jet and bomb the bleep out of Russia. This is amazing, guys. This is an amazing message as well as an amazing suggestion from the former President Donald Trump. And I must say, guys, I actually agree with him on this. This is a great idea. Now, will it work? Hey, we don't know yet, but it is definitely a great opportunity and a chance for it to actually work. And so, guys, hey, I also don't believe that the United States will actually do something like this. But I do want to commend President Donald Trump on coming up with this idea. I think it is very remarkable. But anyways, guys, hey, I just wanted to share that message with you because even though some individuals think that he was joking, I really think that he was actually serious. And I think that it would be and could be a very great idea. Now, would China like us doing this, especially if they ended up finding out about it? Exactly no, guys. They would not be happy. And that could spark a different war with China. And then we would be ended up fighting Russia on this side, and then we would be ending up fighting China on this side. That is not a great look for the American people as well as for the United States. But anyways, guys, that was a great idea. But moving on, guys, hey, I do have a fun fact that I want to share with you guys right here. I ended up coming across this article like 2 different times, and the second time I actually had to read about it to see exactly what they were talking about. This article says that New Jersey drivers may have to learn to pump their own gas. I'm like, what? I mean, everybody knows how to pump their own gas, right? But listen to this, guys. Hey, it says New Jersey is the only state that requires fuel station employees to operate the pumps, and it prohibits the consumers from doing so. Yes, now that the industry is pushing to repeal the law amid worker shortages and spiking oil prices. Yes, guys, this article is talking about New Jersey being the only state where individuals like you and myself are unable to pump our own gas. These people have been getting their gas pumped for years, according to this article. If you guys live in New Jersey and you're watching this video, comment down below and let me know what this is like. I don't even know what this is like, guys, but I have been pumping my gas since I was like 14 years old, and here I am today. But to hear that another state still haven't been able to pump their own gas for all these years, and in 2022 they are finally ready to rule out this particular law that prohibits consumers from pumping their own gas. This is crazy, guys. I have never seen anything or heard anything like this before. Now, it does say that New Jerseyans used to be overshadowed by New York and Philadelphia, according to this article. But I guess New York and Philadelphia actually got rid of this rule a while ago. And New Jersey is the only state that still prohibits you from pumping your own gas. So, guys, this could be some new news coming for New Jerseyans, and you'll be forced to pump your own gas. Shame on you guys. But anyways, I just thought that was a cool, fun fact to share with you guys. But on to some stimulus update news, guys. Hey, we do have some good information information right here according to this article. It says that Helping Hand, struggling families can get up to $5,000 to help them with their water bills, and the applications are actually open right now. Yes, guys, it says that applications are now open in at least 3 states for families in need of help with utility payments. As of March the 3rd of 2022, New Jersey, New York, and Nebraska have announced low-income families may now apply for some financial assistance with their water bills. Now, it says that the programs will pay late utility bills on behalf of families who are behind on them, according to Governor Murphy, and I urge people who have behind on their water bills as well as their sewer bills to apply to the low-income household water assistance program today to avoid having your services disconnected, according to Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver of New Jersey. And she also said that we understand that times continue to be difficult for many families, and we want to help as many people as possible meet the basic needs such as water and sewer services. Now, here it is right here, guys. How do you qualify for this assistance programs? Well, in New Jersey and New York, the low-income household water assistance program will provide benefits directly to water and wastewater companies on behalf of residential customers. Now, the money can also be used to restore services as well as to avoid service disruptions where customers are late on their bills, and also support households who are current but may be at risk of actually defaulting on their bills. And then in New York and New Jersey, the maximum payout on behalf of each household is $5,000. And then in Nebraska, a one-time payment of $2,500 per year will be made for eligible households. And then it says, like New York and New Jersey, payments will be made directly to the utility providers to restore their services. Now, who is eligible in New Jersey? Well, in order to be eligible in New Jersey, applicants must be water bill holders who are responsible for paying their water and sewer bills directly. Total household income must be at or below 60% of the state median income. And for New Jersey, this is $6,439 a month for a family of 4 people. And you can actually apply for this particular program at this link right here, which is DC Aid Application Portal. I will link that down below in the description, guys. But let's move on. Who exactly is eligible in the state of New York? Well, eligibility and benefits are based on income as well as household size and the amount owed to the water and sewer providers. Households may be eligible if your household's gross monthly income is at or below the current income guidelines for your household size as posted online. Number 2, you receive Home Energy Assistance Program benefits. Number 3, you receive Supplemental Nutritionist Assistance Program, or better known as SNAP benefits. Number 4, you receive Temporary Assistance. Number 5, you receive Code A Supplemental Security Income, or better known as SSI Living Alone. Number 7, you pay a vendor directly for your water and or sewer usage. And then number 8, your water or sewer account is 20 days past the due date, and those are for the state of New York. And then for those individuals that are eligible for the state of Nebraska, number 1, you must be responsible for your water utility services. Number 2, you must have disconnected utility services or a past due balance. Number 3, you must meet citizenship and residency requirements. Number 4, not be otherwise disqualified or ineligible. And then number 5, you must have an income at or below 150% of the federal poverty level. So again, guys, hey, if you are struggling, make sure that you reach out to your Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services online, or either in person or either by phone. And that also applies to those in New Jersey as well as New York State. Now, those in New York and New Jersey, hey, you could receive up to $5,000. And if you live in Nebraska, you could receive up to $2,500. So again, guys, I hope all of this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, guys, anyways, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.